you know, the devil on my shoulder tells me that I'm no angel. But he also says, what's that? That it's time for another awesome, spooky, cool jewelry review. Hello everyone! Today I'm reviewing an Alchemy Gothic bat necklace, and it's only called Gothic bat necklace or Gothic bat pendant depending on who lists it. But they usually have, as far as Alchemy Gothic, like more unique titles for their bats. So this one is only Gothic bat necklace, and it came out in 2013. I thought it was an older one because to me I like it, but it's a little less unique than some of their other ones. But it actually came out in 2013, so not as long ago as I thought, considering they've been a company since 1977 with all kinds of interesting, unique things to wear. So, if you guys are new, just subscribe, check out our spooky playlists. I'm linking in the write-up section our jewelry playlist as well as our Alchemy Gothic playlist, so you can check that out if you enjoy this. I am Morticia, Gomez's Gomezing the Camera, and this is our roommate Slappy, who has kindly decided to come out of his man cave and hang out with y'all for this video. So let's talk about Alchemy Gothic just a little before we get into this. This is another bat pendant of theirs, and it's called the Chrysler bat. So he's an example of what I mean by that they usually have like more unique names for their pendants and more unique designs. I love this guy. He's one of my favorites, like super favorites. And he was made for the Chrysler emblem on the automobile, and his like body looks almost like bird-like here, and the wings, but he's got his cute little bat face. He's got his 1930s style Art Deco jewel hanging from him. He's very 3D if you turn him around, which if I turn him around, because you're awesome, but you can't reach through my screen and turn him around. So when I turn him around, you can see he's very 3D on the back, and just a different design. And it's not like I'm saying this guy isn't cool, but compared to him and some of the other ones, if you check out the playlist that they have done, that you see, he's cool, but I mean, like, he's trying to get tangled up with my skeleton bat. I'm all batty today. I'm usually always batty, but he is cool, but he is not as much of a standout as some of their others like Chrysler. So point being, if you're going, it's a bat necklace, whatever, like check out some of their other ones because they're more unique and they're cool, especially if you're doing a Dracula theme for Halloween or something and you want to kind of go 1930s. Chrysler would be great, I think. So, and he matches with everything, and I think he's a nice piece for either gender. He's elegant and lovely. I think Vlad would like him. So, anyway, but this guy is bigger. I like the fact that he's bigger, like he's about 5 inches long, but he's only about a little over an inch tall, so I can layer and still wear other necklaces below and above him, as you see. And I've got, like, God, I think I only have all bats on. I had a phoenix on earlier, and then I wanted to show you Chrysler, so I took the phoenix off. And there's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bats. Yes, lovely. So anyway, point being, he's a long necklace, but he's not as tall as some I've seen and some that I actually have. So you can layer him easily, and his bigness doesn't stop you from wearing him with other things. And if you like sets, like matching sets of this and that, Alchemy Gothic, I have already reviewed this, has the hair clip that looks the same, and he's a darkling bat hair slide. Why they didn't call the pendant a darkling bat pendant, I don't know. But he's the same bat. He's a little shorter. I wish the necklace actually had been as long as the hair clip only, but they made the necklace even longer, which is cool, but if I had a preference, he would be about as big as the clip, just because I think that's a better middle ground size. Now, if you agree and you're like, I like this bat, but he's just too big for me, okay, it's not happening, then you can get this guy. He is from Joy Plancraft on Amazon. He is very, very similar. I will get into that in a second, the differences and similarities between him and this guy. But if you want a matching set, even as a bracelet, or you want him as a necklace that's smaller, he's very similar. He would still suit your needs. He is actually sold as a necklace on Amazon, but I'm the crafty crafter that I am. I have a lot of bat bracelets. Some I've bought, most of them I've made because I've wanted things that aren't already out there that are produced. Like the bat bracelets that are made, the wings are usually wrapping around your wrist, and I like the fact that this guy's wings are up. He's lifting them in flight. His webby wings are waving at the sky, as my Halloween bat song says. So, That's different, and you don't see bracelets like that, and I had to make it because I wanted something different that you don't see. So I had taken a page from Alchemy Gothic's book when they make the ribbon slide bracelets, and I just took the chain off and put a silk ribbon and a bead that you can slide up and down to make it tighter or looser, and it just dangles down and looks all silk and elegant, and he's now a bracelet. Very comfortable, very lightweight in spite of his size. So that could be too big as a bracelet for your taste, but you would want a smaller pendant than this guy. So the point is, look on Amazon if you like the way it looks and want something smaller, and this guy, very similar, is there for you. But I also wanted to wear him just to go, look, I have a matching bracelet to go with my hair clip and my pendant. But anyway, let's get into the review of this pendant, and then I'll show you how the bracelet is similar in make. Okay, he is a solid piece. His chain is one of those with links that allows you to make him longer or shorter. He comes this long. This is as long as he goes. I will make him shorter in a second to show you how it looks and a little alteration I made. I really like it both lengths, and again, I can wear him different ways when I do that, so that's cool. And then you can decide how you like it, and if you like it longer or shorter for yourself. But in the back, rather than having like little links for the chain to go on top of the wings or on the head, this is behind the wings where they go, so it's kind of invisible. I like that. And they're soldered on. They don't move. The little holes where the chain connects are just solid pieces on his wing. I can't wiggle them. They stay. And I like that. It makes me feel like he's sturdier. And that's the same with this bracelet. I'm just going to flip him upside down instead of taking him off because I'm lazy. He has the same just loops on the back that are also solid and sturdy. And you can, that's why I could slip a ribbon through without him swinging like a charm. I wanted a stationary bat. And if he had had the kind of wiggly pieces where the chain goes that hook to him, he would move around. And that's cool for a different bracelet design. I actually have a different bat that isn't like this, but he does move. That's cool. I just wanted a stationary lifting wings kind of bat. So anyway, he's great for that. And he's very sturdy. And he is a little more 3D in his wings on the back. His wings kind of ripple on the back of him, and his body's hollowed out, but his wings are more 3D than this guy. When you turn him over, there's a little curve on the back that just lets him sit better on you, but his wings are just smooth on the back. They're not as ripply and 3D as the Joy Plancraft. So you could say they ripped Alchemy Gothic off, but you know what? I don't really ride that train with don't support this because they ripped so-and-so off, because I love Alchemy, but I've seen them do some designs that look similar to like the Art Deco fairies, you know, in their fairy designs, for example, or things that other people have done before. So it's art, as long as you're not directly stealing it. People do, including Alchemy Gothic themselves, use designs that I've seen really similar of elsewhere. So I think the people that freak out when they see something similar from Alchemy sold from China or wherever, like Alchemy does it too, okay? So they just charge more. I have seen a few original Alchemy designs like this. Chrysler Bat is definitely their original thing, and if I saw a knockoff of that, I would be like, that's not really cool. But again, they've done it themselves with other similar designs, so I mean, I don't care as much as some people do. But this guy is definitely original, where you could probably have seen before 2013 something similar to this. And for all I know, the Joy Plancraft came out before 2013 because his wings are lifted. He's got a little bit different ear position than him. They're just a little different. So just putting it out there that it is very similar. I don't know who came first, but I've seen all the companies do it kind of to each other. So it's just a thing, unfortunately, that happens. I would love it if everything was uniquely different and no one did that, but that's just not how it works. But Alchemy themselves do have a lot of cool designs in there, even like my favorite bat ring from them that I have not seen anywhere else, and like Chrysler and everything. So I really commend them, and that's why I wore this too, so that if you have not seen a lot of Alchemy, you would see that they are very different and very unique in a lot of what they do. So okay, so this is how he looks shorter. I think it's lovely, and you can make it like even shorter if I didn't have this on like right under your collar, but this is pretty much how it looks short. Now, if you know you always want it short, if you're like not into long necklaces, you could just cut off this excess chain. But if you're like me and you're like, I don't know, I have different moods. Is my mood for short bat, long bat, or middle bat today? Then you will want to leave the chain, but then you're stuck with, there's just this piece of chain that is, because the clasp is now here on the side, it's not going to go in the back well. It's just going to hang down and look strange right here beside the bat. Like, I'm a pretty bat, I'm up here, and then I'm this long chain, and I'm just hanging out beside the bat, so what am I going to do? What I did was stick a charm on the end of the chain so that it looks more intentional and it looks good. And what I did was use a little lantern, because I always think about Dracula and Renfield and bats and all that with bats. So This lantern reminds me of the one that came with my Renfield action figure from the 1931 Dracula. So it's a little 3D silver lantern charm. You can order them from like Etsy or whatever. If you just put in like silver lantern charm in the search, they'll come up from several places. So not expensive at all. And I just put it with the jump ring it came on the end of this chain, and it hangs there. So you've got like all this little row of bats and then the lantern just cutely off to the side, something different. And that's what I did with the chain, so that if I want to leave it different lengths. But if you want it short, just cut it off with scissors once you get it the length you want it. And you don't have to buy a lantern charm at all, so there you go. So this bat is normally, it's different prices online like most of Alchemy Gothic stuff. Always check Blue Banana, they have the best prices on Alchemy when they have it. But he was, I think $15 or $19 on Amazon, and that's a really good deal for this big heavy bat. All of Alchemy's things are solid pewter, good quality, etc. I've seen it for as high as 30-some, 40-some dollars online. Different people will buy it and put it in their stores and sell it for whatever, however they usually sell. Like if there's a more expensive store, they're going to sell it for more, etc. So don't just put it in and go with the first price that you see. Amazon is not always the cheapest either, so I just happened to find this one cheaper on Amazon. I look around, I take 5 minutes and see what people are selling something for, because I get really irked when I pay more and then see it later for like super cheap. So anyway, this was a really good deal on Amazon, fast shipping, etc., etc. I will try to find the link where I got mine and put it below, but if you don't see it or it's sold out, just Google Gothic Bat Necklace by Alchemy Gothic and look around for different prices. So that's how that works, and oh, it's beautiful. So yeah, that is the down low on this bat, and probably more than you wanted to know, but now you know. And now we're all batty together. So until next time,
stay batty, my friends.